There are insider facts so profound that for quite a long time they have been concealed underneath layers of history and principle, trusting that the right second will arise. And vision and information that was quietly deleted from holy messages, an old instructing that could have been a fundamental piece of early Christianity, yet was stifled, covered under pronouncements and boards. Consider the possibility that I let you know that rebirth, the possibility that our spirit carries on with various lives, may have once possessed the pages of the Holy Book itself. On the present excursion, we will navigate the shadows of history, return to antiquated messages, and test the choices that molded Christian idea. Might it at any point be conceivable that a particularly significant truth, a reality that reverberations across such countless societies and profound customs, was purposely quieted? Open your brain and heart and accompany me to uncover the secret. Was resurrection barred from the book of Scriptures? To comprehend how the possibility of resurrection could be associated with early Christianity, we should initially open the entryways of time and visit familial civic establishments. Sometime before Christ strolled the earth, the idea of resurrection was at that point flowing through the corridors of sanctuaries, the personalities of savvy men and the mysterious customs of starts. Underneath the sands of Egypt, where the pyramids noticed the progression of time as quiet observers, Egyptian clerics watched the secret of the Spirit's return. To them, demise was a change, an entry starting with one phase of presence, then onto the next. The Book of the Dead, an assortment of hallowed Egyptian texts, portrays how the spirit voyages and is judged, ready to be reawakened in another life or stay in profound domains. The spirit, basically, was viewed as an explorer, bound to return however many times as important to accomplish congruity. On the opposite side of the world, along the banks of the Ganges waterway, one more vision of resurrection bloomed. In the Vedic texts of India, composed around 1500 BCE, emerges the idea of samsara, the unending pattern of birth, demise, and resurrection. This cycle, as indicated by old Hindu texts, go on until the spirit frees itself from material connections and achieves moksha, timeless freedom. The thought is clear. The activities of one life, karma, shape future presences, laying out an excursion of discovering that closes just in illumination. In any case, perhaps one of the most perplexing ways to deal with resurrection comes from antiquated Greece. Pythagoras, the well-known thinker and mathematician, showed his educates that the spirit was interminable and reawakened progressively. As far as he might be concerned, every life was another chance for advancement and learning. Pythagoras accepted that the universe had a heavenly request, and rebirth permitted the spirit to rise through this request until it arrived at flawlessness. In the most natural-sounding way for him, the spirit enters new bodies until it is completely decontaminated. Plato, another extraordinary Greek mastermind, shared this view. In his work, Phaedo, Plato describes how Socrates trusted in the migration of spirits and their otherworldly advancement across numerous lives. As indicated by him, unadulterated spirits rose to higher domains, while those requiring further learning got back to earth. In this large number of customs, rebirth was seen as a profound reality, yet as a fundamental device for soul improvement. It was accepted that every presence permitted learning, another opportunity for moral and profound development. Every life resembled another page in the grandiose book of individual development. Against this setting, an inquiry emerges. Provided that this is true, many societies embraced rebirth as a fundamental piece of the existence cycle. How did Christianity, in its cutting-edge shape, come to dismiss it or then again got it done. As a matter of fact, once acknowledge it. In the main hundreds of years after Christ's demise, Christianity was not a consistently coordinated religion. Every people group had its translation of Jesus' words and lessons. There was no authority book of scriptures, no focal authority directing standards. There was just a profound yearning to figure out the heavenly and existential inquiries. As the Roman realm extended and Christianity arose as another confidence, its earliest supporters were a long way from sticking to the universality that would later rule the congregation. Truth be told, early Christians had a perspective that wandered from the inflexible teachings we know today. It was a period of profound trial and error, where the quest for general bits of insight rose above the limits of a solitary natural life. The human spirit was viewed as timeless, not bound to an actual body. The spotlight was not just on the current life, but on the journey of the soul through time. This drove numerous early Christians to think about how conceivable it is that after death, the spirit would get back to earth in another structure, as a feature of a non-stop course of cleansing and development. Among the most compelling Christians of this period, Origen of Alexandria stands apart as a defender of rebirth. He was a scholar, however a supernatural logician, profoundly impacted by the exclusive customs of Egypt, Greece, and the Center East. Origen accepted that the spirit was not simply a brief making of God, but rather had an everlasting beginning and carried on with different patterns of life and demise. In his most significant work, De Principiis, on the Principles, Origen expresses that the human spirit, in the wake of leaving the body, would get back to earth in another manifestation until it accomplished total cleaning. For his purposes, rebirth was a type of otherworldly development. The spirit, going through different lives, would refine itself until it achieved unity with the divine. An idea basically the same as what we see today. Origen didn't consider rebirth to be a discipline, but as a chance for learning and growth. He believed that through these experiences, the soul moved closer to eternal wisdom. However, by the 6th century, everything changed. The Second Council of Constantinople in 553 CE officially condemned the teaching of reincarnation. Emperor Justinian, driven by political motives, sought to unify the church under a single doctrine, eliminating ideas that could threaten its authority. With his wife Theodora's influence, the belief in multiple lives was suppressed, reshaping Christianity into the form we know today. Thus, the Second Council of Constantinople marked the end of reincarnation in official Christian teaching. The suppression of this idea was not simply theological, but a calculated effort to maintain control over the faithful. Yet, the concept of reincarnation refused to vanish entirely. It persisted in esoteric traditions, whispering its truths through the ages. Perhaps in reclaiming these ancient ideas, we rediscover a deeper understanding of our existence, one that transcends a single lifetime and embraces the soul's eternal journey. Thank you for exploring this journey through hidden history and forgotten teachings. If this sparked curiosity or new insights, share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more explorations into the mysteries of ancient wisdom and spirituality. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and remember, the hidden truth is always waiting to be found.